Hello and welcome to another installment of TSF Reviews. I'm joined here today by our car enthusiasts, Junaid and Suhaib. I have a steering wheel here. I brought out my PS2 box because I don't have a car. But anyways, we're going to review a very nice movie today, a very fast movie. You can say it's the 9th time it's been this fast. We're doing Fast 9.
Yeah.
Point to be noted, point to be taken, as we are time travelers. So we've watched the movie before it's released, and it's yet to be released. So disclaimer.
Disclaimer. All right, let's open the dhaba. So we all watched this in cinema. Sadly, wasted some money, but stuff happens. So hey, what do you think?
Yeah, I miss those days when this franchise was called Fast and the Furious, because this movie was fast and we were kind of furious after
Hey.
yeah. So I miss those days because this was just Fast 9 now. I mean, sure. First of all, obviously, we all say and we all know that they did not need to make this movie. But sure, the cash is always there. The opportunities are always there. And it was what it was. But it was an okay movie at best. I mean, they have done better stuff with the spin-off. I mean, Hobbs and Shaw was, I would say, 10 times better movie than this.
Decent movie. Yes, I agree.
Yeah, better than this. I mean, the spin-off was better than the original franchise. So that should tell you the position that they have reached and their journey. Pun intended with the car things. But anyhow, I mean, it was a one-time watch. It was okay. Some parts were enjoyable there. I would say they misused John Cena.
Misused
of John Cena.
I didn't even see him. He was in this movie?
Yeah, there were rumors about him, the cameos and all that, but who knows?
Who knows?
Yeah, you can never tell when it's John Cena, But anyhow, the thing was that from my perspective, having his name on the big, on the posters and not having him in the movie was pretty disappointing to me. But anyhow, overall, the nitpicking I think we should do when we start ripping into it together. The parts where this did not make sense. Some that I would list was like the convenience of the magnet's powers.
We will get to that.
I mean, that magnet was
the
magnet was so convenient. Yeah, that's why I'm not mentioning a lot of the stuff that I have written down, and I would rather shift the conversation to Junaid.
Okay. As again, I wasn't really. To be fair, we almost forgot this was going to be released early because I heard the news that I was scrolling through Facebook and I just read on some cinema pages, walks and stuff, that the Fast 9 is streaming on the cinemas. And I was like, what? And then I asked you guys, is it really streaming or what? So yeah, they released early, which was kind of a throwback to what shit can happen in the real world. So anyways, yes.
No, what's great is we were actually there in Dubai that weekend. Otherwise, we would have missed this chance. was just luckily
And
just
we probably would have to wait like 1.5 months for the proper
no,
release in
Yes,
Pakistan.
probably. I have no idea when.
yeah,
Yeah.
It's mid-June
approximately.
somewhere.
And yeah, so the movie was okay. I mean, it wasn't really. I didn't feel the rush which I felt in the first four movies. After the four Fast and Furious, which was the fourth part, we just went downhill. We just started releasing it just for the heck of it. And I have a lot of complaints, and I know it's some money, but again, I have a lot of complaints, but it was decent at some parts. So I'm not going to totally rip it off. I was happy with three or four scenes actually, which they did. But again, where cash is, everyone goes.
True.
For me, this movie was also a one-time watch. I am glad this is out of the way. Um, I probably won't be watching this again. Also, you could also see that the pandemic really affected these guys. It's like the script is also not
Mhm.
as it's like all over the place, and then the end part was rushed, like that last what
I
10
mean,
minutes.
not really, because the script was written way before they
I
even started filming. Because
when
2020 pandemic started, right? The last movie which came, it was like 2017, I think, if I'm not wrong, 2017, 2018. So the script was written well before, and they started filming way before.
But they
I
had to
don't
make
think,
some changes to fit the pandemic schedules, I think,
mm,
from what I've heard.
of course.
dead honest, this was more like an origin movie instead of a Fast and Furious movie.
I see that. Like this could have
Mm,
been a spin-off before they introduced him into the main universe, I guess.
mm,
No, Jacob's story. Um,
mm.
let's start grilling it. What do you want to say? Go fast and furious right now? Okay, from the very
Okay.
beginning, I did not expect the stunts to be this crazy. I mean, I know they've done crazy stuff in the past, but this, they just took it to the next level. They took it to space, yo. Can you believe that?
Major league, right?
Which was that car again that they shot into space?
Okay, I think they try to make it look like a DeLorean, like the car from Back to the Future, sorry.
Mm.
It
Okay,
had a similar shape. I don't know which one.
so whichever company that car belongs to, they should really market their car. I mean, that car withstood the vacuum of space.
Okay, I think I
Okay.
know where they got
Uh,
this idea from.
yeah.
Remember when Elon Musk launched that car into space? The director,
Mhm.
like
Yeah,
the script writer's like, yo, write that down. We need to do that as well. Because why would they even think of that?
Bro, that was a car specifically made for that thing. This was a car they found in a dump yard. So there's a difference. Okay, that car survived space. It was freezing. There was ice forming on it, but it was surviving in space. It wasn't crushing under the weight of the vacuum. It wasn't. Nothing was happening to it.
How did they have oxygen?
And
And don't tell me that it was in their suits because that would have run out eventually.
yeah, it was in their scuba diver
that
suits.
was the
That
that was the
the
least
scuba diving
least
suits they used to go into space.
that
Also,
was the least
if they were using
abuse which
suits,
was. Uh-huh.
Hmm?
if they indeed were using scuba suits, the pressurized oxygen that they have, that would have exploded the moment they got into space. You know,
Yeah, if the moment we start to scientifically, think about a Fast and Furious movie, that's a very problematic science for us.
okay, let's remove the science element. Okay, let's
Yeah.
just say that there's no science at all. What about
Mm,
the
mm.
scenes that don't make sense? Remember the very first scene in the jungle when Vin Diesel hitches the wire to the tire and he does that Spider-Man swing? What is that? How?
even if, even before that, there was one scene, when I forgot the name for the character, which Tyrese is playing.
Roman
Roman, yeah. When the grenade
mines.
bangs, how the hell did he survive that?
Okay, so he survived the mine. First of all, they all survived the minefield miraculously.
How?
Yeah.
Okay, it's
Yeah.
like you can see the mines are hitting their tires and the cars are going up and down, but no, they are still driving.
No.
Nothing is happening.
Also, I can understand the part where the cars can survive. For example, if we take that element out of the natural habitat element, cars survived. Okay, great. Letty was on a bike and she ran over like 4 mines and they exploded. How the hell did she survive?
All right. And
On a
just before
bike.
that, yeah, just before that, when they were, surrounded by the guards near that plane crash scene,
Yeah.
Tyrese was alone with a gun. All right. And he single-handedly killed 15 to 16 people by just turning around, and not one of them could hit him. He was standing in the bloody center.
No.
Yeah.
They did
Ah.
hit him. Okay. He brought his shirt afterwards and he's like, yo, there are bullet
Yeah.
holes in this.
They did hit him.
It's a bullet hole.
Yeah.
They did hit him, but he survived
Oh, so bullets are not penetrating them anymore.
anymore.
Basically.
Yes. They are invincible, like he said.
That's the comment which
Yeah.
that's the comment which he made also.
I will get to that in a second. Okay,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
and then his truck just above a mine and he survives that,
Yeah.
and then the truck falls on
Mhm.
him. Okay, it fell on him. We all saw that happen. Okay,
No, it didn't fall on him.
It didn't
It was
follow
just like just in front of him. So we thought it was, but yeah.
I'm pretty sure they fell on him and they're like, we'll just fix that in post, and they didn't fix that. You know, the only thing I liked about
there was
that,
there
Yeah,
was
go
a
they
on.
canceled it
comment.
out.
Yeah, there was a comment on one of the posts. Describing how powerful these characters of Fast and Furious have gotten. That they said that I swear they're going to fight Thanos in the next movie.
You never know.
So yeah, and because Thanos is dead, so and WB is a mess, so WB should really hire just them to fight Darkseid.
Yeah. Wait, you said Thanos.
Darkseid's bringing. No, Thanos is dead now.
Oh,
so
okay, yeah, okay, yeah.
They have to fight someone who's alive at least.
I guess, yeah.
So yeah. So Fast and Furious 10 Apocalypse.
Oh,
Okay, before we go into all the details, one
Yeah.
thing which is stupid is Mia is there, Letty is there. Letty's married to was Toretto, right?
No.
Dominic.
yeah.
And why did it take them 9 movies to tell the audience that he has a brother? Or they're just running out of characters, and now after 2 or 3 movies, they will bring in the grandmother of Dominic Toretto and how she's winning races.
You know, we have not seen their mother yet.
Exactly.
Father died in the car
Mhm.
crash in front of us. Okay, so he's out of the picture. Actually, he might not
Mhm.
actually be out of the picture. Who knows? They'll bring someone back. Like, yo, I just faked my death just to get you two brothers to, be together, like get along. I don't know. They always do stuff like this. It doesn't make sense, yo. Also, going back to Roman's words.
As Vin Diesel says, it's about family.
Also, one of the stupid parts in the movie when Jacob comes back, right? When they introduce Jacob in the movie, and Vin Diesel and Dom and Letty are chasing the guy.
Yeah.
So they're chasing the guy. They're chasing Jacob, and Letty makes a stupid comment. Was the Jacob back there, dude? You're chasing the man. Why the hell are you saying? Was it Jacob back there? You're chasing the goddamn person.
This movie.
I mean, it was just
Oh my God.
The only two people which I loved how the movie went for them were Tyrese and Ludacris. That's it.
Because
Hmm.
they're comedians. That's comedy right there. There's
Hmm.
no other use for them.
They were like the the relief comedic reliefs
Yeah,
of the movie.
exactly.
And
Also, that scene with Roman and he's like, "Yo, we're invincible" and all that. I feel that the camera, the actor Tyrese didn't realize the cameras were rolling, and he was just talking about the characters in the script, like, "Yo, we're invincible. Nothing's even hitting us," and they're just like, "Yo, let's just add that to the movie." That's real. That's
Hmm.
real good right there.
Hmm. Yeah. Self-actual
For
realization
this
movies
to happen,
are
Fourth
in the
wall
sense
break.
common now.
Yeah,
to find out this, we'll have to wait like 2 months till the official release of the movie, and then we'll find out the gag reel.
something.
Because
Maybe, maybe.
Yeah. And what was
in
the
this,
problem
before
with that magnet? I need to talk about that magnet. How convenient was that magnet?
The
I
magnets
mean,
were only affecting the things that needed to be magnetized, nothing else.
exactly.
Nothing else.
exactly,
When they wanted what they wanted, exactly those things were being,
only that was
except for the
working.
first scene, which took the mobiles of the kids. Except for that scene, that magnet was only used and only picked up on things that was uh, and one scene that I was really pissed off, uh, when Dom was driving and the big truck was falling, and he was trying to slow it down by turning it on and whamming all the washing machines from the shops, from the nearby shops, into that car.
Yeah, yeah.
There were people standing in those shops. Do these people do not think about the people in the bloody shops? They don't even think about those people. Like, those are just casualties now.
Eh,
If Avengers can do it, Fast and the Furious can do it.
not like this though.
No, no, the Avengers are not opening magnets and letting a washing machine fly into people, not caring about anything standing in the way. Captain America told people to get out of the way. Dom was just making sure somebody gets
Just
hit.
twisting it.
It doesn't. As Russell Peters says, somebody gonna get hurt real bad. Somebody. I'm not
Okay,
going to tell you who.
just before we get into this whole magnet part, the
Yeah.
scene where they discover the magnets.
Even before that,
The
the jump.
scene he follows those two courier guys just because of his shoes. And at that time the magnet
Mm-hmm.
is on, right? Remember, it's disrupting the signal already, and then his chain
Mm.
conveniently flies out after the conversation. Really?
Yeah.
Now the magnet
Yeah.
decides when it wants to pick up stuff?
Yeah. And the only metal he was wearing was a chain, no belt. No, they
They
weren't
have car
holding
keys,
guns.
yo. They have car
They don't
keys.
have guns. Oh,
So at least I'll say that maybe they didn't have guns on them at that time. But then what about
hmm.
car keys? They drive cars. This is the whole point of this franchise, is driving cars. You'd think their
Lots of
car
stuff.
keys would get magnetized and all that, or their phones. They had phones on them, did they not?
Yeah.
I mean, if kids'
And
phones can fly, then why not theirs?
one more thing.
Yeah,
When they were in, when they were in their when they had caught Jacob, and when that business partner, whatever his name was, came up with the army to release Jacob from their prison,
yeah,
they had everyone there, and he was standing on the button of the magnet.
he was.
He could have just turned on the magnet.
Yep.
All those guns would have gone to the magnet at that very moment. Nobody would have escaped. Jacob would have still been there. It would have still been an open fight. The Chinese girl would have never been taken away. They did that when 50% of them left. John Cena escaped. The girl was taken away. They did that. They still did that, but they did that when everything was done. I mean,
There's a lot that I
Uh,
can nitpick. My notes, I have 2 pages worth of notes over here. Okay, I'm not going to go through all these. This
So
let's
I've made notes from the starting, and I think all of you are forgetting the main part. How the hell did they jump from one part of the mountain to the other?
with
That's insane.
using the I talked about this.
Okay, okay.
The
So
wire.
if he use the catapult, right? he
Mm.
landed on the bridge, and the bridge was falling apart. It was going down.
Mm.
The car was there. There is a thing called gravity. It pulls you down.
Gravity
Mm.
doesn't exist, yo. We talked about no science in this.
No
No car in the
science.
world.
Science
Gravity is
No
doesn't
car
part
in
of
the
work.
world.
Yeah.
science. No science in
Mm.
Fast series. We discussed this.
Mm.
We established there is no science, there is no logic, and timing. Science only works when they want it to work. Magnets.
That's okay. One more thing that I was, while I was watching the movie, have you ever tried to sit in a moving car?
Yeah, it's really hard to do.
Yeah, it's really hard to do, right? They were walking on moving cars, right? And they were jumping from car to car that was moving, fast speed cars, not even Suzuki's. We can't even do it in Mehrans. Okay, they were doing it in fast speed cars. They were just jumping, and it was moving. It was going, yeah. But they had so great Spider-Man grips. They just stick to those surfaces, and it was like ah.
Okay, I
Okay,
think
I can make a point on that because they've already done
Mm.
shit like this in Fast Five, where
Yeah, right.
they invaded the trucks and stuff. So I mean, they had a lot of experience doing it. So I can just ignore that part for whatever
Yeah.
reason.
listen, we can nitpick this movie all we want. We're gonna be
Mm.
here a long time if we do that.
One thing, one thing. Mia, when they brought back Mia, I mean, if you're going to bring back Mia, and there is a whole set of new rules that okay, we've just discovered that Dom had a brother out of nowhere, and he came back and he's all like in apocalypse mode and stuff, and they suddenly make this assumption that Brian is with this family, and we get it because
Mm.
they don't want to show Brian because okay, rest in peace for Paul,
Paul Walker,
but I
rest in
get the
peace.
part, right?
Rest in peace, bro.
So he's with his family and he's taking care of the babies and stuff. Dude, do you ever think the guy was in the police, right? And he was a part of this team. Mia is in danger. Mia is fighting for her life and her family. Are you stupid? Why would you make even a scenario like that? Okay, so Brian will just be at home chilling and watching TV with his kids. Mia is probably going to be killed, but hey, what the heck?
No, she probably told him that she was going out for groceries or something, and then just decided to go with the team. Ah. Also, speaking of people that shouldn't have been there, Han. Okay, his death.
Han, we get it because when the car exploded back in the movies, we know Han didn't die, so they had to bring him back some way,
What do you
one way or
mean?
the other.
He didn't die. I
It
okay.
was never said before this movie that he was alive.
Yeah.
He was alive. Yeah, it was said before this movie also that he was alive.
When?
I forgot which part it was, but it was said that he didn't die because they showed the part where Shaw was going towards his car, and I don't know if it was in the movie or it was some discussion or something, but it was told how that Han
Wasn't
didn't die.
wasn't the part of hating Shaw the entire deal that he killed Han?
Yeah, but I don't know I don't know where I read it or I saw it that he didn't die
Probably
because
you
he
read it.
escaped.
It wasn't in
Okay.
the movies. It
Let's
wasn't in the movies
assume.
as far as my
Let's assume that's what happened. Okay. Even if he didn't die, where was he all this time?
They told it in the movie where he was.
No,
He
I
was
mean,
working with the
no,
boss man. I
no, no, no,
forgot the
no,
word.
no, not Mr. Nobody. No, not this movie. I'm talking about all the fasts that happened without the actor. Where was
I think
he?
there was one or
his
I think there
his
was only
girlfriend
one movie
became
which happened.
his girlfriend went to Themyscira and he,
I feel that he shouldn't have been brought back. Like that's just no.
bro,
I
again,
feel he was, yeah. No, I
I
feel
mean, I
Han was
understand.
brought back
I
because he should
understand
have
that.
been brought back because the part where the last movie ended and you know Dom went to Tokyo where he finds out Brian at the end part. They're going to race, right? And then the movie just ends without revealing who he's going to race with.
You're
But he
talking
went to
about
Tokyo.
Tokyo Drift, right? At the end when he's about to race the protagonist.
Yeah. Brian.
Okay, so
No, not Brian. What's the word? What's the name of the guy? Anyways,
something forgettable. No, the
Oh.
guy from Tokyo Drift, the main dude.
yeah, the main guy.
Yeah. Anyways,
So,
I feel that Han
scores,
should
guys.
scores. If I'm being generous, if I want to be like, yo, I went there with friends and I went there to just have a good time. 6, barely. If I want to be nitpicky,
Give it a 6.5 just because of the end scene. Just because of the ending.
just because of that one car cameo, he suddenly remembers that there's food ready. I have to go and eat food. Okay, that was a nice cameo, nice touch, but I feel that they're just like rubbing it into our faces now that Paul Walker has passed away, but we're not gonna let him be in peace.
Die in the franchise.
Yeah.
And the parts where the rocket went to rocket car, duct tape. For some reason, duct tape works on everything.
It actually does.
So,
So
they should have had a can of WD-50 as well. Would have helped him a lot.
Also, what was that scene when they're at the
very bad
space
comment on this, but
station
I'll save it.
and like we come in peace?
They made Sean. Yeah, I remember the name. The guy was Sean from Tokyo Drift. So yeah, so they
Okay.
make so
Good
in Tokyo
cameos.
Drift the guy was such a genius, right? And he's racing and he's studying with this chick and he wins the chick at the end, and then he apparently goes to race
Germany.
with Dom, right? And now no at the end
Okay.
when
The
the
end.
ending was going to happen, Dom came,
Yeah.
right? So now in this movie he's brought back, but suddenly nobody knows who he is. He's just a geek with weed and he's high all the time, and he made apparently a rocket car which works. So I mean this movie was just
about that. He was actually, I read that somewhere. That guy was actually, trying to act like the directors of this and the writers of this movie. High all the time, reading weed stuff and all that.
I get it.
So, Junaid, your numbering rating for this movie?
I'll give it a 6.5 just because of the ending and just because of Tyrese.
And you, Sohaib?
Okay, 5.5. I can't give it a 6 for the life of me. I really tried, but no.
I understand. So
5.5 for me.
that averages out to a 6,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah,
With
pretty much.
5.5,
Yeah, 6,
6.5, and then
6
me,
and
5.
6 and 6.5. Yeah.
Yeah.
So 6 out of 10 from the TSF.
Yeah. One thing I didn't like
Also-
about this movie
Uh-huh.
was
Go
Jacob's
ahead.
U-turn. I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah.
just okay. That hits us
It was rushed. The
personally
ending was rushed.
as Pakistanis because of leadership. That hurts us more. But no, but seriously, he just decides that okay, so they betray him, but then he decides that okay, now I'm gonna help these people. He was driving off, like he didn't have to come back. Why did he come back all of a sudden? I feel that
because
U-turn was
because Vin Diesel said it's all about the family. That's it. That's
Where
the
was
entire
this?
movie.
Where was this in the beginning when they were trying to kill him?
Because that was his family.
Oh man, but yeah, the
We're
ending.
looking so
It-
high on
It's
stuff.
Ending was
basically
rushed.
now Fast and Furious should be named Family Boys, and that's my all.
On that
that I
note,
want to say.
on that
Actually-
note,
actually-
there are there are two movies which are scheduled to release now: Fast 10 and Fast 11. So I read they announced these two movies to come.
Um, can we get like the F9 logo? There is no fast in the name. It's just F9. I think it's Family 9. I think that's what's going on over here at this point.
It's pretty much
Yeah.
now. Pretty much now.
So
I
this is
think
being marketed as F9 rather than Fast 9 because I believe they've
yeah.
done the fast thing already. Fast 6 or was it Fast 5? Fast
Fast
5,
Five and Fast Five and
Five
Fast
and
Six would be
Furious 6. I don't know. I've
Furious
given up.
Six.
No, but they want to do two
The
more movies.
eight was Fate of the Furious, I think.
See, that made sense.
yeah, it
Okay.
was Fate of the Furious.
F8.
Fate of the Furious.
What's 10 going to be?
So F9.
Fasten your seatbelts? Fasten your
So
seatbelts. Huh?
so what I've
Fasten
read
your
is
seat.
in the Fast 10 they're going to bring back Eva Mendes to reprise her
Oh,
role which we were
oh.
playing. So I
Hmm.
don't know what they're planning to do with it.
Speaking of people that are still here, Charlize Theron. She's been alive 2 movies. She's the villain in 2 movies and she's still alive. I think they're losing their touch. What is happening?
Dude, what the heck
She
did
isn't
they
alive
do with her
anymore.
hair?
No. She was in a
She died,
drone.
right?
She was in. That was a
She was
drone.
alive. She was that was a drone.
No,
Yeah, but they didn't show her body, so maybe she can come back again.
No, she
no,
comes out of
wasn't
the
she in the
drone.
jet?
No, she wasn't.
She was in the jet.
No.
She was in the jet.
See, this is when you when
No.
you look down
She
at your
was.
phone
She
to
was.
write the
Okay,
notes.
I
She
will correct.
wasn't in
I
the
will correct
plane.
you guys. She wasn't in the drone. She was controlling the drone by sitting in the simulator, which
That's
was
what I
at the
meant.
base.
That is what I meant. She is in the drone control, similar like
But
how
they
I'm
but they
situated.
did they show
Yeah.
her
Yeah.
after
Yes.
the explosion?
Yes.
You
After the
After the
explosion.
explosion.
after the explosion, yes.
Yes.
You were looking down at your phone. That's why
She was
you
in the
missed that
simulator. She was controlling the
Probably.
drone from sitting
control.
in the box thingy which she
Yeah.
was trapped in.
At an
Okay.
airport. They established that it was some kind of warehouse with an airport sort of thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Speaking of Charlize Theron, was there a need of her in this movie?
Just because
Other
she was
than the
alive
fact
and
that
yeah.
other than
There
the
was in
fact
need
that
of a lot of things.
other than the fact of making her the point to turn on Jacob. Because she
Which
was an inconsequential character till the very end.
very
Okay, so what I believe the role for Charlize Theron was that she recruited Jacob to be against Dom.
no, she
And
didn't.
Dom couldn't have found.
She didn't.
She said
She
that I
didn't.
never go for the competition or
Actually,
something like that.
Jacob was actually the one who caught her out and was using her to get back on Dom.
I don't know. At this point, we can
Leave
expect
it.
anything.
We leave it.
So
Okay.
probably if Charlize is alive, she's the villain for 10.
Again, somehow with another
Again.
like they'll have
Again,
some side
you never know. If they're bringing back Eva, I forgot the movie
character
name
name.
for her. If they're bringing her back, I'm pretty sure Hobbs will be back as well.
Speaking of Hobbs
Mm.
and Shaw, where were they this movie? Did what happened? Like
They were doing their own. They were in their own alternate
were in-
universe, making Hobbs and Shaw.
They were in Samoa. They were in Samoa Islands,
is it
Yeah,
established that
chilling
this
with
is the
Roman Reigns.
same time?
Yes,
No.
yes.
It's
No, not the
it's
same time. The same universe. Yes.
No.
The
Yeah,
fast
okay,
universe.
okay. I'll leave it at that. Anyways, I think we should wrap up. Okay.
Yeah.
There's a lot of traffic over here. I need to drive home now.
Mhm.
And no, but we've gone on long enough. This was supposed to be a
Yeah.
fast review. It was
Mm.
instead it was
And we got
hopefully,
serious.
hopefully they don't change the movie before the release again, because this was an early release somehow.
Well, you know
no.
what? Let's hope they do. Let's hope they do and do something better with it.
Yeah, but they won't, because they've already announced 10 and 11. So I think it
Yeah.
will release the same way.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Mm.
Anyways, thank you for watching. Just as a recap, we're going again with the scores. I am a 6. JD.
6.5.
Sohaib.
And Sohaib is 5.5,
5.5.
Yep.
5.5.
That's our
which is an average for 6.
average of 6, a one-time watch. If you want to sit down and if you want to sit down in the AC and I don't know, sleep in the cinema, you can, go ahead and watch this in cinema.
Mm.
Otherwise, I'd say just wait for it.
Or you
to
can just wait for it to come
Yeah,
on
just-
DVD.
Yeah, on DVD.
Yeah, DVD or Blu-ray.
Well,
Mm.
anyways, again, thank you for watching. Let us know what you thought of this. Actually, when this movie comes out. Obviously, I realize that you guys haven't
Mhm.
seen this yet.
Yeah.
And let us know what you think once you've watched this. Be sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already. And I guess this is us. We're signing out. Vroom vroom.
Adios.